Hello, my name is Devin Kirkwood. I'm a corner. I go to Serra High School. I'm committed to UCLA. Welcome to Sports Muse.
You only caught one, huh? So please, whatever you do, do not run your mouth for your wide receiver and you expect to show up on Sundays. Don't come out here and tell me what you're gonna do. Show me. You'll have to run through me to get that.
What is going on, guys? Big one today. One of the players I've been keeping an eye on for a minute now. He's a guy who is getting a lot of love there over on the West Coast, but I think it needs to be more nationally. He's a guy that's kind of grown into the position, and I feel like each year you've really taken a big jump, and that is Devin Kirkwood. Devin, what's up, man?
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing pretty well, man. I can't complain. I can't complain. So, yeah, man, I'm doing pretty well. And let's just start here, man. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, who are you?
I'm a very energetic type of person. I love the sport a lot. I train every day. Academics comes first to me a lot. And I'm like a family type of person. So I keep my family and friends close.
I like that, man. I like hearing that. That's awesome to hear. And we kind of talked about this a little bit off the air, and you said it during the intro. Is so technically, if you look at rivals 24/7, you're listed as an athlete just because like you have your huge corner. You're what 6'3", 6'4"?
6'3".
Yeah, so you're a big kid, so you could play receiver. I've heard some people saying they see you as a safety. So I mean, it's almost more of a compliment. They're not pigeonholing you into a position. They're like, man, this kid could play anywhere. So, you talking to UCLA? Have they told you they expect you to play corner?
They expect me to play corner, boundary corner.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
That new generation of big, long corners out there, just jamming people up on the outside. I like it.
Yes, sir.
So you were offered by a lot of big schools. Why did you ultimately choose UCLA? What was the kind of defining point of you picking UCLA?
To me is everybody wants to go to the big name schools, and I feel like you can go anywhere and ball out. And I feel like UCLA is like a really good school academic wise, and they're starting to get their team better right now. So I feel like I wanted to be a part of that progress that they're doing right now, bringing back. And I also want to take back the West Coast against USC, Oregon, all them. And I want to be able to show that UCLA isn't just like an academic type of school, that they're able to they're able to compete with all best teams, no matter what team they play against.
Oh, dude, I love that, man. And I love that mentality of going like, man, I want to be part of the process of putting a school back on the map. Because, like, growing up as a kid, UCLA was it, man. UCLA was bigger than USC when I was a kid. And, so UCLA is a huge school, and kind of like the same of like, I like seeing people go back to Miami. Because, like, man, even before I was born and when I was growing up, like, the U, baby. The U is huge. And, like, now it's kind of off the map. And I want to see Miami. Like, when Miami and UCLA are kicking, man, it's just college football is a different atmosphere. So I feel you on that one. I like that.
Man.
So we know it's craziness right now with COVID and everything. And, you guys didn't even get a football season in this fall. Hopefully you get it in the spring. But we don't know if the spring season is going to happen. But if there is a spring season, are you playing in it, or are you just going to focus on college?
Right now, I will be playing in it. If they say we're playing in like January, I'll play. But if they say that we're not gonna have a season, or if they push it further back, then I'll just like focus on getting ready for college.
Yeah, it's a really tough spot for those seniors out in Cali. It's like, you want to play your senior year, man. You want to play with your boys one last time, represent for your high school. But it's such a tough spot because you kind of start having to transition into that college ball. So that's a really tough spot you're in. But I think that's a good answer right there. For people who haven't seen you, we talked about your frame and everything. What do you think the best part of your game is?
The best part of my game is my feet, like my feet wise, because everybody thinks just because I'm tall, I don't have good feet. So it'd be like, and when I go against people that are like faster than me or like just quicker than me out their breaks that they say, and then they see and they go against me and I'm able to stay with them step by step and come and match their breaks. It's just like, they're like, wow, that he's really, it's like he's different from ordinary like tall people, because most tall people can't like really transition quick like that. They have like long, super long strides where they can't get out their breaks fast enough. But I focused on that a lot to get that better.
I think you absolutely nailed it on the last part. Is you're not a long strider. Like, you're a long guy. You have long arms, long legs. But like, I feel like you do a good job of not striding everything, because exactly how you broke it down, which is perfect. If you're a long strider, man, it's hard to start getting them chopping and making those fast feet and getting off those breaks. And that I completely agree with you. I do think that is the strength of your game. And I also think you have good ball skills. And I think that's something that really pops on tape that's shown you've gotten better each and every year of just undercutting routes, understanding what's coming, anticipation. And that just comes with reps, man, as you're getting older. So I definitely think you're still blossoming, and you're going to be something special there at UCLA. With this long break, what have you really been focusing on, trying to get better at?
What I've been focusing on is like driving out of my breaks. So say if I'm out of position, to where I can make it back into position, to where if the QB has to throw a perfect ball to where I can't get my hands on it. And the other thing I've been working on is just like not being so physical on a line a lot. Cause like I be physical, but then sometimes it'd be like, sometimes people want to see if you can stick people without trying to just keep them at the line, let them. So I try and focus on like more feet, more like shadow technique, more mirror technique, to where I could just use my feet and then hit them at the 45.
I like that. And that's smart, because there's going to be some receivers you're going to play, especially playing big time ball, that are going to be elite at getting off the jam. And if that's your only tool in your tool bag, and that's the only thing you can do is press man, I mean, you can press up on them, but like if you don't get hands on, you're getting toasted every time. That's tough. So it's smart to work more into that tool bag and have other weapons that you can use against different receivers. I like that a lot, man. That's shown initiative. And I mean, you kind of remind me of a guy I just had on the show last week, and that's Zachary Spears, another long corner who's just hungry for greatness. And both you Cali kids, and I'm sure you guys have bumped into each other along the way. And you guys are very, very similar to each other, I think.
Yeah, I know Zachary. I trained with Zachary.
I like it, man. I like it. Who do you like to watch film of?
Who do I like to watch film of? A lot of people, but the people that stand out to me, C.J. Henderson, Jair Alexander, and Ramsey.
I like it, man. And I like the first two names show that you're a student of the game, because they're not those big names. Like, usually people are throwing out the names like they say Jalen Ramsey, and because that's the only guy. I mean, he's probably the most famous corner in the world right now. C.J. Henderson, who was one of my favorite players coming out of the draft. Who I like it, man. I like studying those guys. That's smart.
Cause he had a great game. His first game, he had 2 picks and a whole bunch of pass deflection. I was like, that's a good way to open up your season.
I like it, man. And one thing that's kind of cool, and I like your energy, man. And I just like, for somebody that's you, like, it seems like an upbeat kid. You ever kind of sit back and just look at everything and think about when you were a little kid, and think that right now you're one of the top 200 best players in the world. You're going to one of the biggest schools in the nation. You ever just sit back and think of it and like, man, like my dreams are literally coming true? How cool is that?
Yeah, I think about that like all the time. Like it comes like every day, because I'm just sitting there like, dang, I remember my freshman year, sophomore year, I was like, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to become that guy one day. And then it's just like now, it's like I feel like I haven't made it, but I feel like I've done what I needed to do in high school, to where I was able to put myself on the map, to where I could really just be like, man, I did what I did it. Like, I wanted to show that people that you ain't got to have all the hype coming into high school to make it to a big name college.
I agree with you, man. And it's one of those things where it doesn't matter. Like, some people kind of live off a legacy of like, their family members played big time ball or something like that. You're a guy who's just like, you saw it, you wanted it, you grabbed it. And it's one of those cool, like, inspiration stories. To get to two more things before we get to rapid fire questions and get to know a little bit more about you is, you have a live mic in front of you. You can say whatever you want. What would you want the world to be aware of or to be noticed about or know about you?
That I'm going to be a dog and that I'm going to always stay true to myself. And I'm going to always give 110 no matter where I go. And since I'm going to UCLA, they better watch out.
I like it, man. I like it. And we'll wrap up with this is, you kind of talked about looking back and thinking that you're one of the best players in the world right now. And there's other kids that are maybe in their freshman, sophomore years or kids that's in junior high that look up to you, man. What would be your message to those guys that are, trying to get to where you're at or get what you got? What would you tell them?
You have to sacrifice a lot. And that your certain people in your friend group right now, they're not going to be there by your senior year. You got to surround yourselves with people that want to make it in life just like how you want to make it. Y'all basically almost want to have the same type of goals, but y'all got to be able to help each other chase them. And you got to be able to put in countless hours almost like every day and basically take no days off. Days off are good, but basically you really don't want to take none if you want to make it to where you want to be.
That might – so I've asked that question in every interview I've ever had, and I've had – a lot of great players on the show. And that might be my favorite answer that I've ever had on the show of just, that's it, man. Sacrifice, surround yourself with people that want to be successful and bring positivity. And honestly, that's just a lesson in life. I love that answer. I think you absolutely nailed it, man. And let's get to some rapid fire questions. First one, favorite video game?
Madden.
Got it, man. Got to get online. Put them people in their place.
Madden's the best game.
Give me an unpopular opinion. So, like, think of something that, like, when you say around your friends or family, they think you're crazy.
My unpopular opinion is I don't like the Lakers. That's what I say to them.
Ooh, I like it. What is your favorite food?
Favorite food? Bacon cheeseburgers.
Ooh, that's a good one, man. What is your favorite restaurant?
California Pizza Kitchen.
Okay. Yeah. I had it down in man, where'd I have that at? But yeah, I've had it. It's good, man. I like it.
Yes. They got pasta, they got the pizza, they got it all up in there.
You can't beat Italian food, bro. It's the best. Favorite subject in school?
Reading and writing.
Okay, okay, that's cool, man. And what do you plan on majoring in at UCLA?
Communication. But I'm thinking about minoring in kinesiology.
Ooh, honestly, so I always said if I ever went back and got my master's, that I would go for kinesiology. Yeah, I like that, man. Who is the greatest rapper of all time?
Greatest rapper? Tupac. Tupac.
Showing that West Coast love.
Yeah.
Favorite brand of clothing?
Favorite brand? Jordan. Gotta
throw those J's on, man.
Yeah.
At what age did you first start playing football?
Ooh. At it was between 5, 6.
Okay. Favorite sport that isn't football?
Favorite sport that isn't football? Basketball.
Do you play high school basketball?
Nah, I grew up around basketball. Like my dad, everybody in my family was playing it, so I always went to go see it. And I just liked playing. It was like that's something that I could get to do without having to worry about just like always being serious about it. basketball is somewhere to me, it's just some fun that I do on my free time.
I like that, man. And that's kind of how the same way I feel about basketball. Like I'm like overly hyper competitive in football when I'd play, and it's like stressing like how competitive I'd be. But in basketball, like I get to chill, just have fun, and like, I like that answer. If you could have a superpower, what superpower would you have?
Man, let's see. To read minds. Yeah. Oh,
How much would that help at corner if you knew where the quarterback and the receiver were going?
That would be amazing. I wherever the ball is going.
And last one I got for you is, who is your celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush. Ooh.
When you get to UCLA, who you trying to hit up? Slide up in their DMs.
LMA.
Hey man, I appreciate you coming on the show. I'm a huge fan of you. You're a great personality. Like, I mean, just like you're one of those guys where you can't help to smile like when you talk to you. So that's great to be around, man. You bring in the positivity. Hopefully you get to have your senior year just to put it in the books. And but I'm definitely rooting for you at UCLA. I can't wait to watch you at the next level. And you are welcome back anytime, man. And we'll have to get together some other time.
All right. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Go follow my guy on Twitter. You have an Instagram?
Yeah, I have an Instagram.
Go follow my guy. Hit him up. And until next time, guys.